Unified.
Week 17, Chapter 17. Clearing auras of loved ones. Let's review what your daily habits and techniques are. You spend at least once a day in your quiet period, which can last for whatever time is comfortable for you. That will vary from day to day. Be sure to begin your quiet period in exactly the prescribed way. Sitting comfortably with your eyes closed, centering in the heart, unifying with God, clearing your aura of uninvited influences, closing your aura to all except your higher self, and stating the purposes of your quiet period, and receiving the signal from your higher self, and keeping that signal for the entire period. Remember, yours must be only the highest of spiritual purposes. This means that the quiet period is to be used for gaining truth and for guidance in becoming whole. Any of your activities that brings you close to being unified can be dealt with in your quiet period. If you have specific questions, you always first ask if it is in your highest and wisest interest to ask the question. Never pursue a question that is unwise. Your answers will not be reliable. In all of your communication with your higher self, keep in mind that you have many options for whatever you do on earth. Many will be equally in your wisest and highest interest. So just because you receive an answer that to do something is wise doesn't preclude other action. It neither precludes some other seemingly opposite action, nor does it preclude that not acting could be wise. You must check out all the alternatives with your higher self, and don't be surprised when you end up with several choices that are all wise. You have free will, and you must use it. You will not be allowed to use these techniques to forego all decisions. No, you will only be guided into action that will take you a step closer to being unified. That is the only goal of the communication. Of course, that goal brings with it all the goals of your life. Abundance, joy, happiness, intelligence, success, peace of mind, energy, and all of God's other qualities. That is the goal. Along the way to that goal, you have many things to learn. Your thoughts need to be corrected, and often that means you need to experience something that will shake up your thinking. Those experiences of being shaken are precious. They're also in your wisest and highest interest. Yet the short-term experience might be uncomfortable, and you may want to curse this course and your higher self for such poor guidance. In those moments, instead turn to your higher self. Find out the reasons for the experience. Learn the lessons intended. Correct the thoughts that are in error. When your lesson is well learned, it will never have to be repeated. Until the correction in your thinking is made, you can be assured that the lessons in various forms will keep coming. So learn the lesson and offer thanks for the guidance, no matter what your initial experience. During your quiet periods, you can take the bull by the horns and ask for the thoughts you need to correct. You have started that already. Simply keep it up and then do creating formulas to correct the thoughts. Creating formulas are now also a daily routine, if not habit. Your unfulfilled desires that are true desires confirmed by your higher self are clues to thoughts that need correcting. By reciting the creating formula for your true desire, you can quickly bring about changes in your experience. Just remember that you do the formula and then act. That is important. You can't just do the formula and stay in bed. you must act. It is through your actions that the manifestation takes place. If you have a true desire for perfect employment at $20,000 or more per year, recite the creating formula and then look for the job. Search the newspaper, send out your resume, ask people about leads, go to employment agencies, act, and act. All the forces of nature are behind your actions, and the right job is bound to come. But you have to put yourself in the right place at the right time. It is easy to become complacent with your new techniques. Do not let that happen. These techniques are to bring dynamic activity, not laziness. Your daily creating formulas can be for anything you desire. The only requirement is that you check with your higher self that the desire is true, that is, that it is in your wisest and highest interest. Make certain you also use the present tense throughout the creating formula. Then say it with love in your heart, knowing fully that the wheels have already started turning to bring you that experience. In addition to your daily quiet periods and creating formulas, you are to maintain diligence in closing your aura to all except your higher self. Do this whenever you go into a crowded place or where there is negativity. Whenever you have any reason to believe that you may have an uninvited influence, clear your aura immediately. These two practices are very important for your comfort and maximum growth. This week, you expand your role in clearing uninvited influences. Whenever you see any sign of negativity, such as a fight, an accident, or tension, you can clear the aura of those involved from any uninvited influences. You can be sure some are present. They may have caused the negativity in the first place. In any event, they love that kind of atmosphere and they jump on the bandwagon. The uninvited influences aggravate the feelings of those involved in the negativity, so say the words to clear the area of the influences. Sometimes you may receive your uninvited influence signal quite suddenly. That influence may be for someone around you, so go ahead and clear it without caring much where it is. You don't want to spend your whole life clearing away uninvited influences. You have your own activity to be mostly concerned with. However, during your quiet period this week, pick a couple of people particularly close to you, a spouse, a child, a parent, or very close friend. Ask your higher self if it is wise for you to clear any uninvited influences for each person. If yes, then ask, is the aura of the person's name clear of uninvited influences? If no, clear it. Then repeat the question and clear the influences until you get a yes answer, that the aura is clear. If the person is around you, you will notice an immediate change. That change, however, may not last. Another uninvited influence may come soon thereafter, but that can't be your worry. By now, you also have the established practice of sending love from your heart to whomever and whatever whenever you think of it. And don't forget your precious practices at bedtime of sending love and forgiveness, or of unifying with God's qualities. End of chapter 17.